Hi, everyone, and happy Sunday night. I hope you all enjoyed your long weekend and you did something for yourselves where you got outside, you stepped away from your screens, and you took some time for your mental and physical health. Really, really important. We are moving into December this week. So we're in week 12 of our semester. You guys, we have so little left. It's wild when you really look at the big picture, which I'm able to do as your teacher. I was planning everything out from here on in, and we are getting there. All right. So in my little preamble here, I've really kind of reiterated that there's only 3 weeks now left until your winter break. And really there's only 3 more weeks of the course, because when you come back from the winter break in January, it's hitting the ground running with your final 30. So that's your final project as well as your final examination. So again, it's really culminating really so quickly, and we're gonna start to really feel that. So with that being said, this week is going to be pretty fun because you're focusing really your entire energy on your last major project of the course. And this project itself is really interesting, and I think that a lot of students really enjoy this project. And so hopefully you guys can really jump into it and sink your teeth into it. It's worth a considerable amount of your mark, so about 9% of your overall mark. So you really want to put a lot of energy and effort into that, okay? So going through the week itself, everything is the same as always. You've got your participation activity and your weekly breakdown. On Monday, we have a lesson on workplace stress. So the expectations for that is that you go through the slide deck as always and take notes. And then you read the 3 articles that have been posted and watch the TED Talk video. And then there's a discussion post that you have to answer. So with all discussion posts, again, the objective with your discussion post is that you review the content. So you review the lesson, the TED Talk, and the articles. And then you answer the questions for your discussion post, and you connect as much to the lesson and the content as possible. So a lot of you are starting to lose marks on your discussion posts because you're not really making those connections. And you want to be proving to me that you did the work, that you did the learning, right? It's great that you can tell me your own feelings and your thoughts, but you really do at this level need to support those feelings and thoughts with, evidence of the learning that you've done in the class. Okay, so do make sure that you put that effort in. Okay, as with always too, your discussion posts, you have the full week to do that. And you have the full week to also comment on at least 2 peer posts. Make sure you do that because that's factored into your mark. So all of that is due on Monday at 8 a.m. And please don't do it at Sunday at 4 in the morning because I see that. And as much as you get the work in, and maybe some of you work really well at 4 in the morning the day before something is due, we really want to be avoiding that because that's not healthy, okay? And then you've got your master project. This is the Motivation and Stress in the Workplace project. This has been posted in Dropbox. It's there for you. And I want to show you, there are 2 videos here that I created actually last year on YouTube explaining this project. Okay, so you do need to go through these videos and listen to them because that is going to be my lesson on what the expectations of this project is and sort of how this project is going to roll out and what you need to do for this project. Okay, now please note that these videos were created last year. So it's, the very first 2 minutes of the first video is not going to be relevant. Okay, so this is the first video, started at about the 2-minute mark. Just ignore the first part, okay? Because the 2-minute mark is when I start to really talk about the project itself and explaining it. So I just felt like I didn't want to recreate an entirely new video that's 15 minutes long explaining the project when it's already here and you can just fast forward. So do that, otherwise you might be a little bit confused. Okay, but it's all there for you. It's very self-explanatory. You can always email me if you have any individual questions or concerns. And the project is due next Monday at 8 a.m. as always. Okay, so you've got the whole week to work on the discussion post and the project. The project is really big though, so you don't want to leave it until the final hour, okay, because you won't get it done and it won't be done well. Okay, and it is worth a sizable amount. So it's Sunday night tonight, like I would get on this right away. I wouldn't do the typical okay, I have my other course, I'm going to focus on that and then just fit e-learning in when I can. Don't do that with this assignment, okay? And also just note that there is a unit test next week and you'll have all week to decide when you want to write it. So, just know that that's on the agenda for next week, and that towards the end of this week, I'll be posting a unit test review sheet that you can just think about. But most of you won't be thinking about it until this project is done. And you don't really have to, because again, your unit test can be written at any point next week. So just know that that's coming up. Okay. So that's really it for the week ahead. Again, you have to go ahead now and watch the videos, starting the first video at the 2-minute mark to really have an understanding of the project. But if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Okay. So work really hard. Enjoy this project. I can't wait to see what you produce. Students really produce awesome work for this. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me, okay? Have a great week, and I'll see you online.